welcome to my first video. I don't really have a script for what's going on, but I just wanted to create this channel and these videos because I wanted to get back into visual arts because I haven't done that like properly in about 4, maybe 5 years, since before I started university. And I needed some accountability, so this is what this channel is. So I'm trying to learn from the ground up again, just kind of, you know, start from scratch. I'm not entirely sure if I want this to be full ASMR channel or not yet. I just know I want this to be more of a toned down relaxation kind of vibe. This is my old sketchbook that I occasionally draw in. I think the last thing I did was literally 4 years ago, but I'm not going to go through that because I don't want to look and see what is in there. But we'll probably flip to some random blank page. I think what I want to start with, actually I have a bookmark here. I think what I want to start with, and I have a couple references up already, is just like a basic skull, like a basic head skull kind of thing. Start with that, just so sketching, and trying to get into it slowly and work my way up. I don't know how much talking I'll be doing because sometimes I can't really multitask. But yeah, I guess we'll get started. This may not be as good because I'm no professional, but just learning again as I go. But yeah, just looking at my reference off to the side. It's on my laptop. If you see my hand suddenly leave the frame, it's because it's gone dark. But looking at the reference now, just on Pinterest. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. But did I ever know what I was doing? Probably not. If you've clicked on this video, thank you. Don't know what else to say to that, but thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this is relaxing for you in some way. Where does that even go? I don't know. Does that look? It's just lines, actually. I don't really know. The eye line seems to be about here. Kind of going off muscle memory a little bit, to be honest, from my old high school art classes. Where's the nose? Like here-ish. Hopefully you can see this. If not, I may have to up the contrast a little bit when editing. The nose on the skull isn't really protruding, so to speak, because it is just a gaping hole. Because the nose is mostly made out of muscle and skin, so this is just like a hole right here. Pretty much. I mean, there's a little part that's out, but not too much. This would be the eye, which is similar to the nose. Without the actual eyeball, it is just a hole in the skull, basically. If any of you are professional artists, maybe it's about time to click off, because this will be very frustrating otherwise. I'm hoping to keep this about half an hour, 30 minutes, something like that. If it goes longer, I'll just cut it down, but yeah. Hopefully I'm loud enough too. Because if I decide not to make this ASMR, this will be the quietest video in existence. But we'll see. I don't really plan to make this channel like a weekly thing or something I'm taking too seriously. This is really just for me. Just to get back into art, because I haven't done so in ages. And just making art for the sake of it doesn't really work for me. Because now that I'm done university, my undergrad, I have all the time in the world outside of work, and I don't want to do anything. So, and I need accountability. So this is all this is for. Don't think I made that quite wide enough. You know, maybe he just has a small head, I don't know. This, the cheekbone that goes in here. Seems closer that way. These guidelines are not very helpful. They're not guiding me too well. It goes down this way, and there's like the teeth here, but let's start with that. Redo the nose because that does look a little high up on the face there. Kind of goes down here. There's the nose bone there. Goes like that, ish, give or take. I should mention that although I haven't particularly drawn or painted properly in years, I've always been surrounded by art. Even in my undergrad, I took art history because I found I preferred it over learning art in an institutional, like professionally with a proper education. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it just wasn't for me. I prefer doing it at my own pace, you know? And I can only do so many charcoal drawings before I just crash out, so. But I respect those who have done studio art or any form of visual arts in a professional setting. Because it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. Why am I struggling with this right now? Oh my god. Okay. Who knew a nose that isn't there would be so difficult? But alright. You know what? We're just gonna go for that for now. I'll do it later. Okay. Teeth are about kind of go in from here. Kind of loop around. And this gets protruded out. Maybe not to that extent, but. This is all being filmed in one take. although there might be cuts based on how long this is, and if there's a sudden noise, like a doorbell ringing or my cat jumping around. But I'm hoping to do this all in one take because I don't really feel like filming more than once, to be honest. Also hoping my head doesn't go under the camera, that'd be really embarrassing. Okay. These would be the teeth. I find it's really difficult to draw teeth that make, like, they all vary slightly. Like at the front versus the molars versus whatever. I guess this is a skull, so it's kind of meant to be creepy, but if you try to do it on like a regular person with actual skin and you like do a smile, they always look terrifying. Because you can't do every tooth, because it will look so creepy. This kind of goes down a little bit there, and it has, yeah, sure, why not? It's kind of Halloween-y when you really think about it, although it is November already, but it's fine. So this would be the halfway point, give or take. Alright, I guess we're going in with each tooth. Oh god, it looks like Bugs Bunny. Okay. No, it's fine. You can be Bugs Bunny. I do realize I'm using a mechanical pencil, but that's all I have with me right now. And also, as much as pretty much anyone will tell you to not use super dark lines when sketching, I will not be listening to that because I would like you guys to actually see what's going on. Although I might lighten it with my eraser in a bit, but we'll see. See, that just looks terrifying, but I don't think that's anatomically correct, but whatever. Kind of get smaller as we go back. Yeah, that's so freaky. Okay. Not exactly portraying much teeth protrude out the skull very well, but maybe doing this will help. They seem very, if I get rid of these guidelines, it'll help because they seem very like symmetrical, very just like there's like a line. And teeth aren't always like that, or never like that. kind of pop out individually based on anatomy. So this is my old eraser from, I guess, high school. It might even be my brother's, I actually have no idea. You can tell from all the dots. Who didn't do that, really? But how do I tackle this nose? What am I even doing? Bone there. Hopefully you can hear the sounds of the sketching and not just me. I mean, okay. The teeth look a little funky, but maybe I just need to make the jaw thicker. It's not terrible. A lot of this is also just like muscle memory, because I can't even tell you the amount of skulls I've drawn in high school. Like I have an entire sketchbook page dedicated to them at some point. I don't think I have it anymore, but you know what, we'll call it good for this one. I have a few references up. I don't know how long that was, admittedly, but I am willing to do another one just to see how, just a different perspective of it, because this is kind of 3/4 length, you know? Yeah, 3/4 length-ish. Length? Perspective, I don't know. I have a reference for a profile looking in this direction too, so look at that. I've never been good with profiles, but that's why we're here to learn again, aren't we? This one's kind of laying down, just like the skull. He's kind of looking up a little bit because the jaw and the back of the skull are both on the surface, the ground. So I guess it's more of an oval shape from here. Something like that-ish, give or take. Something like that. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. I have my windows open, but it is gray and rainy, so there's really not much light coming in anyways. teeth here. I'm just gonna go this way. The skull looks a bit flat, actually. Jesus. This part here, and the socket to the eye socket, the nose bone, or part of it anyway. This one's kind of broken, the skull, but it doesn't matter if it's big, that's fine. I'm gonna be so honest, it's really weird just talking to myself. I'm kind of just pretending I'm talking to my cat who's laying next to me right now. Or behind me, I should say. Teeth can't go that far. Yes. Oh, I definitely made the nose way too big. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Just talking to myself while I draw. Because normally I have music or something going on. And this is into the teeth. Go out this way. The tooth into the bottom set. And then it goes up again. I also have an iPad with Procreate on it. Lord knows I have no idea how to use it, but I'd be willing to do some digital stuff as well, although I feel like that's an entirely separate learning curve. I feel. Just trying to figure out how things work, because it's not the same at all. Trying to, here I can here I can decide how thick the lines are just based on how much pressure I put, and like I have more control over a physical pencil over a digital one, but I'd be willing to give it a shot, although I can't guarantee it'd probably be frustrating to watch, to be honest, but it's frustrating just doing it, I'm being so honest with you. The eye and the nose are kind of in this general area. Like this is, if you were to actually like draw a person, the nose would like come out this way and like go like that. And then like the mouth would be like here. I know this is like a bit, it throws me off, so I have to remind myself that that's not actually where the nostrils would be, but it would be something like that. Also kind of talking out of my ass, to be honest. I could be completely off the bar, the ball, whatever the saying is. The real question is, do I attempt teeth again? I might as well. I've already put this much detail into it. Okay. This I only have to do half this time. So I'm completely going off the reference, so if this person is missing teeth in some way, I will not be drawing the remainder of them. So teeth kind of freak me out actually in real life, to be honest. Although this could just stem from me watching horror movies during Halloween, especially like I watched The Substance recently for the second time actually, but there's that scene where Margaret Qualley's character kind of like loses her front teeth. So now that's all I'm thinking about right now, and it's not exactly the greatest vision to have while I'm trying to learn tooth anatomy. Honestly, as much freaky as the teeth were, the nail scene got me worse. Sorry if you're actually queasy. I probably should stop talking about people losing teeth in movies. That's kind of freaky. But, yeah. I'm a fan of horror movies, but there's something about body horror that just makes me queasy. I guess that's the point. Did I draw enough teeth? I have no idea. Oh, if you're missing teeth, sorry, bro. Get rid of this line here. Alright, I think I'll do one more, and then I'll call it. I just don't know what perspective to do. To be fair, these are the only two references I have that are actual skulls. I was like scrolling on Pinterest right now and they're all like drawings of skulls. And that's not entirely helpful if you're trying to learn accurate anatomy. It's better to use like an actual do from real life rather than someone else's depiction. But I'll see if there's anything worthwhile if a real one comes up. Or I could just do it front facing, like proper front facing. Yeah, why not? Found one. Alright. Granted, this could fully be AI generated, you never know nowadays, but although I did turn off the AI image generator on Pinterest because they have that in an update. And I turned everything off because I'd rather not have AI images in on my page, or my For You page, whatever the Pinterest home screen is called. Here, give or take. This is the edge of the skull, the nose falls about here. And because it's front facing, it looks like a guitar pick, kind of. Like an upside down heart almost. It's like a little thing in the middle. I don't know the bones, names of the bones, to be honest. I just draw them sometimes. Oh, my laptop is about to die. Alright, we'll make this quick. The eyes kind of go down. They're like odd. Not a perfectly round shape. They're like a bit diagonal almost. I don't know. Kind of like that a little bit. They have like a sharp edge up here and they kind of go down this way. Maybe this is the light. I don't know. I don't know how often I'll be posting. If you are following, which again, thank you, although this is purely for my own personal, just personal, really. I'm probably gonna aim for like once a month. I guess it depends how quickly I am able to edit. I'll find out once I finish this. Once a month seems like doable to me. Maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the type of art I do. Like a sketch like this, because I'm doing it all in one sitting, it should be much quicker. But if I decide to go back into painting with like acrylics or, God forbid, oils, if I'm able to open a window big enough for that, it might be longer. But I'm not taking it too seriously. Without the teeth, this almost looks like a Halloween spooky round. They're just like off-putting. Like that, this is just off-putting, but I'm not even gonna touch it anymore. I don't want to. Actually kind of goes down this way. I don't know what part of the bone is causing that. It does look like jowl a little bit. It's not, but I'm just saying. Actually, no, that just looks really cartoony. Teeth. Again, it's like this portion. The bone that kind of goes like this, give or take. And then the teeth are like here. They go about here. About here, the top teeth are a little bit bigger, or at least take up more room. I think this guy has an overbite, actually. It kind of looks like it. And I think I'm not making the chin big enough. If you have it here, again, I'm not touching it. But like that. Little gap here and on the other side. Where the two parts of the skull connect, like the jaw part is connected separately. There's like this gap in the middle as a result. If I can figure out how to do it. The only other times I've done a video where I'm talking, it was like a school project. So, and this isn't a school project. I'm not being graded on my terminology or anything. But this guy's teeth are so far apart. Wow. There's like a whole gap. And it's been a while, and I've never really liked those projects. Not because I don't enjoy talking or filming. No, I can't really say I've ever done it outside of an academic context. Just the idea that I'll be graded for it always made me super nervous. It's like, oh, you messed up on a word. And in my mind, it's like, oh, you missed some points. Even though that might not have been the case. I'm not even counting the teeth, to be honest. I'm kind of just doing whatever. Something like that. Yeah. Freaky looking. Whatever. eyebrow bone kind of goes around it. It does go a little bit like this. Shading. This is so scary looking. It's not, it doesn't even seem like an anatomical skull. It just looks like I was trying to freak you out. Like, happy Halloween, I guess. Even though it's November 5th today. Just been smudging it. And this is much freakier than my reference, but it's fine. Should I shade this portion in? Because it is just like a white gap, because you can see right through it, but I'm wondering if for the sake of this sketch I should do that. Like, shade this in. Oh, no, that looks worse. Okay. I'm gonna make it scarier. Alright, well, what's that there? I think that'll do it for now. If I had to pick a favorite, I think this profile one might be my favorite, because it looks more anatomical rather than spooky scary. Yeah, this was fun. I like being able to jump back into drawing and sketching again. As I go along with my channel, I'll probably dive into other things like painting, using colors, maybe even color theory, I don't know. Yes, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.